Next example. What if we change things a little bit in the example we just did? What if the cash flows are paid at the beginning of each year? In other words, we move all the numbers closer by 1 year. So we wouldn't need to wait 1 year to get the first cash flow, $200. We would get it right away. As soon as we invest money, we immediately get $200. And we would get $400 in just a year, and so on. How would we solve this problem? Well, there are several different ways. We can do 1 year at a time like we did before. What's the present value of $200? It's $200. It's already at present. Then we would discount $400 back by 1 year, $600 back by 2 years, and $800 back by 3 years. Or, right, what I did here. That's one way of doing it. And you would get $1,604.88, right? So that's 200, present value of 200, it's 200, plus 400 divided by 1.12, plus 600 divided by 1.12 squared, plus 800 divided by 1.12 cubed to the third power. Notice how the answer we got is higher than in the previous problem where it was only a little bit over $1,400. Why does it make sense? Because, so why is it that when you get the money sooner, the present value is higher? Well, think about it. You get the money sooner. That's better, right? We all want to get money sooner. So that's the intuitive explanation. But mathematical explanation is that we don't need 1 year of discounting applied to each of our 4 cash flows, right? We have used no discounting for $200. Only 1 instead of the previous 2 years of discounting for $400. 2 instead of 3 years for $600, and 3 instead of 4 years for $800, right? Another way of solving this problem is to realize that, well, what I have just explained, you are removing 1 year worth of discounting. So you're reducing the number of years over which we discount each of the future cash flows by 1, which means the same thing as taking the answer we had on the previous slides for the previous version of this problem, and then bringing it into the future by 1 year. So that's mathematically how we can undo 1 year of discounting. So you do $1,432.93 multiplied by 1 plus the interest rate, which is 1 plus 0.12, or simply times 1.12. And this is how you get the same result, $1,604.88. In the financial calculator, how would you do, this? So by the way, this is where if you clear by pressing second and FV, clear time value of money, it does not clear everything. For example, if you press on the cash flow key, and you can actually now keep pressing the down arrow key, it will show you what is still saved. See, it never got cleared. And this is where I do a full reset of my calculator. I press second, plus minus, enter. And now if you press the cash flow button and then start pressing the down arrow key, everything is back to zeros, right? So everything we just did on the previous slides is gone. Now we can start fresh. Okay, how do we start fresh? We press the cash flow key, right? Cash flow 0 means, what do we have in here? 0. And this time it's no longer nothing, because we have just shifted everything, closer by 1 year. Everything is 1 year sooner, which made $200, receivable today. So that's our cash flow 0. Now we need to change it to 200. Press 200, enter. Down arrow key. Cash flow 01. what's the first cash flow in the future? That's $400. So just like before, press 400, save it by pressing enter, press the down arrow key. What's the frequency of that first cash flow in the future? $400 is only once, it's not repeated again in the following years, so we'll leave it at 1. And you can either press enter and the down arrow key or just the down arrow key. The calculator will keep 1 for your frequency. Cash flow 2, that's the second one in the future. That's year 2 on our timeline. We change it to $600. Press 600, enter, down, leave the frequency at 1 again, press the down arrow key again. Cash flow 03, the third one in the future, which is our fourth cash flow that's given, $800. Just like before, press 800, enter, down, down. What's cash flow 4? That would be the fifth one that is given to us. We don't have anything like that. We are done with entering the cash flows. Now we want to tell the calculator, I want you to give me their combined present value at 12% discount rate. You press the NPV button in the second row. It asks you for the I, which is the interest rate. Put 12, enter. Now you have just saved it. Down arrow key, compute. $1,604.88, just like on the slide. And I review the cash flow keys in the financial calculator on my next slide. So this is exactly what I just did.